than a year ago, but there's still so much interest in this vehicle and such a renewed interest in law enforcement and rescue work, we'd like to show it to you again. We're out here in San Bernardino, California at the Sheriff's Emergency Vehicle Operations Center for a look at a very special Ford Excursion. And we've got Andy Cohen here from Finish Line Motorsports Marketing. Welcome to the show, Andy.
Mike, how are you?
Great.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're most welcome. And we really want to take a look at this Excursion. I see that it's got a lot of stuff that our viewers are going to be interested in.
It does indeed. And I'll tell you what, if you want to come to the front of the vehicle, it's easier to give you the nickel tour from up front.
Okay.
The idea behind Operation Mount was a simple one. Mount meaning mobilized operations for urban terrain. The front push bar was designed as a push bar and battering ram combination. It was originally designed and made so that you could use the vehicle to enter a building or a house. We chose an Optima battery underneath the hood because we wanted to be able to still have the battery function should the vehicle take a round from a hostile. The other thing that was important to us was being able to keep the batteries charged. We opted for a PowerMaster 230 amp alternator. Beyond that, you'll be able to see the large alternator looking piece of equipment that's made by Aura Systems. That's a 5,000 watt underhood generator, and that can power all the ancillary products on this vehicle and then some. We decided to use the CATS lights both for driving and fog, and they were also able to supply us with lights that would give us some flood lighting. Federal Signal designed a 52-inch long emergency light for this vehicle. Until the Excursion came along, there wasn't a need for anything that big. Standard size was 48 inches. Directly behind that, the white box is a night vision / thermal imaging camera made by Raytheon. It's the same thing that the police hang from their helicopters to look in your bedroom at night. And we've got the high lift jack, which is the only jack that we could carry on the vehicle that'll actually get the wheels high enough off the ground to change them should they go flat. We're hoping they don't. And then behind that is the command light emergency scene lighting. The command light will actually stand up 6 feet above the top of the vehicle and provide us with 3,500 watts of light. And on top of that is a surveillance camera. Wheel selection on the Operation Mount vehicle was extremely important to us. We chose a company called APP Aluminum Precision Products, which builds a one-piece forged wheel with a 3,500 pound load rating. APP also works with the other manufacturers in that they can give us the run flat devices which wrap around the wheel, and then we cover them with the Goodyear tires to give us run flat capacity. These Goodyear tires are originally designed for the Hummer's military application. We chose them for this application because of the vehicle's military applications even in civilian life. Traditionally, most people select an exhaust system because it either sounds good or it increases the horsepower to the vehicle. That was our concern also, but we wanted to work with MagnaFlow to build a custom exhaust for this vehicle that would dissipate heat much more quickly than a stock system or any other system that was on the market, and would not overheat the interior of the vehicle as well because it's tucked up so high. Skyjacker designed the front suspension knowing full well that we were going to add a tremendous amount of weight to the vehicle. So it was very important, with all the weight that's on the front of the vehicle, to be able to control all that weight. Skyjacker did it 2 ways. One with a triple shock setup that was specifically valved for this application, and the other was by building a custom spring that would give the vehicle the correct altitude and perfect ride. The interior of the vehicle as it was delivered from Ford came with leather seats. One of the things that we looked at was, can we get a seat cover that will wear like iron, provide some modicum of comfort, and also clean up easily. The end result is the Wet Oakley seat covers. We chose Kenwood as the company to provide our radios so that we could match all the frequencies that are currently on the market and send their people out with handheld radios as well. Even though the Excursion comes from the factory with a rather large center console, it wasn't good enough for what we were doing. We chose Stewart Products and their 16-gauge steel application to house our Kenwood radios, our Federal Signal equipment, and even manufacture a post-mounted computer stand to hold our Itronics laptop. Itronics is fast becoming a leader in this field. The computers that we actually chose for this vehicle match the vehicle perfectly. They're titanium with rubber Sanaprene encasements on them. How many laptops do you know that you can drive over with a vehicle this size and pick up and still keep working? I contacted a company called Ponja Systems. They make touch panel screens and controllers. I mean, their specialty is we can control anything. And we had controls for our surveillance cameras, our radio systems, anything that was in the vehicle that has a switch or a button can be completely controlled by Ponja. We installed a Cobra CB radio with weather band, and we installed a radar detector / early warning signal device that will send out a signal to anybody who's equipped with the receiver and let them know that there's police or emergency service activity ahead. You build a $425,000 concept and prototype, you've got to have somebody to protect it. There was only one company we could think of, and that was Viper. They not only gave us an alarm system, but gave us a way to turn the vehicle on and off via cell phone if we wanted to. It works in conjunction with our GPS tracking system. Click a button, you can shut the vehicle down, lock whoever's inside of it in it until you get there to take care of the problem. We took the vehicle to the East Coast. We loaned it to the State Department, the FBI, NYPD, Air Force, OSI, and a lot of other agencies that I really can't name by name, but it's been in use by everybody. As a matter of fact, NYPD used it for a week in Manhattan. It was the only vehicle that passed their test, all of them. No breakage, no problems, no flats. So Mike, what'd you think?
I'll tell you, I have never seen anything like this before, and I'll bet that our viewers haven't either. We really appreciate you letting us take a look at it.
It was great talking to you. Remember, next time you want to take it fishing, just give me a call.
That's a deal.
We'd like to thank the San Bernardino County, California Sheriff's Department for the use of their Emergency Vehicle Operations Training Center while preparing this segment.